हरि सर्वोत्तम वायु जीवोत्तम
हरि सर्वोत्तम वायु जीवोत्तम
श्रीमन्मध्वमते हरि परतरः सत्यं जगत्तत्त्वतो
श्रीमन्मध्वमते हरिपरतरः सत्यं जगत्तत्त्वतो
भिन्ना जीवगणा हरेरनुचरा नीचोच्च भावङ्गता भिन्ना
जीवगणा हरेरनुचरा नीचोत्तभवङ्गता
मुक्तिर्नैज सुखानुभूतिरमला भक्तिश्च तत्साधनम्
मुक्तेर्नैज सुखानुभूतिरमला तत्साधनम्
यक्षादित्रितयं प्रमाण अखिला आह्नायैकवेद्यो हरिः
यक्षादित्रयं प्रमाण अखिलायैकवेद्यो
हरि सर्वोत्तम वायु जीवोत्तम
हरि सर्वोत्तम वायु जीवोत्तम. Go to Chidambara. You can start now.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, Chidambara.
Okay. Ellarigu namaskara. Today I wanted to speak on a simple topic which is called as a the works of Vyasaraja in today's scenario. There is more of a relevance of his principles as of today. So just I wanted to get into the issues and what are the principles that we can adopt from the Vyasaraja for today's issues. One of the major issues which we are hearing today is from the Islam and Christianity, that is conversions. As we know that nowadays they are in a high drive that they wanted to convert the people. The people, especially Hindus, especially Brahmins. So what is the relevance of Vyasaraja in this particular things? Vyasaraja, if you recollect the history, he is the only saint who lived in the era of Islam and Christianity. No other. Even if you look at the Madhwa and other things, those days Christianity and Islam was not there. So Vyasaraja is the only person who knows that impact of Islam and Christianity because he lived in that particular era and he made it sure that the Islam is not supposed to hurt the Hindus. That is in the period of Vijayanagar Samrajya, you can see that the works of Vyasaraja. So what he did, especially if you look at the what and all he did for that is, he went on building Hanuman temple across South India. Around, as of now, as of record says, it's a 777 Hanuman temple were built in his period. What is the relevance of that? Is he knows that wherever there is threat to Hindus, especially Brahmins, then the temple is the only way to save the dharma. Today, if you recollect the 3 months back, whatever we did on Ram temple, the whole India was energized on Ram temple. The whole Hindus became one when on 22nd of January, when Ram Mandir was opened, it is whole Hindus across globe became the one, and this is where the temple was. And Vyasaraj knows that how the temple works. That is the reason he went on building the Hanuman temples across the South India. That is the one which I am fascinated with the works of Vyasaraj which most of the other saints, which we called as a Gurugalu in Kannada, Madhwachara, or any other person, because those days the threat of Islam and Christianity was not there. This is where I wanted to highlight. See, even today, whenever we want to follow the Vyasaraj rule, we should make sure that in our lifetime we should try to help the at least one temple to be built in our area, or wherever you maybe in your native or other. It's nowadays, because of the modernization, we think that temple is having no presence in the current scenario, but the Vyasaraj has told us that temple is the only way to save the Hindu. So that is the one. The second one is the democracy. What we are living in today's world, democracy, where the number matters, and where you need to be proactive and be participative in the administration. And Vyasaraj is the one person saint who does not shy away from the become the part of the administration. When you say Vijayanagara Samrajya is a golden era of Hindus, or you can call it as a best period for Hindus. Why it is supposed to be called as a best period? Because the most of the administration and the influence is from the Vyasaraj. So he made it sure that wherever the decisions of the government and it happens, it is in the favor of Hindus. That is the reason we should follow that whenever we want to be safe and be in without having any impact from the government, we should try to influence the government. How it is possible in the democracy is through the elections, or through making sure that you get into the politics and give your opinion without any shy, and then only the people will hear you. Today, if you look at the way in which the democracy is working now, look at the Islam. The Maulis are so impacting that they are encouraging the people to make 100% voting. Why? Because they know that Maulis can do it. But when it comes to us, Matadipatis and people shy away, saying, giving a call that go to election and go to both and do the voting. This is where we need to recollect and take the inspiration from Vyasaraj that whenever there is an administration, you should not shy away. Because that is the only way we can make it peace for our caste. So that is another reason why I specifically says that Vyasaraj stands different from the any other people. And whenever it comes to unity and display, the Vyasaraj has shown that this is the way it need to be. The example, when you look at the Kanakadasa and Purandaradasa, these two people had best time when Vyasaraj was in a helm. So what was the reason? If you look at the 11th century or so, that was a period when Basavanna was the promoting the easier way of Vedas and in Kannada and those things. And that is the way, that is the way the Vyasaraj took a inspiration of that, and he made it sure that all the great principles can be taught to the common people through Dasa Sahitya. Purandaradasaru and Kanakadasaru has done very good outstanding work for us. They made it very simple for us. What was the reason? Because those two people are guided by the great saint of Vyasaraj. That is another way we need to live. Whenever possible, wherever possible, we need to encourage the people to simplify the whatever the great message, whatever thought in the Vedas and Upanishads. Unless we make it very simple, the next generation will not listen it. So it is our duty to make it very simple and reachable to the common people. The fourth one, which I specifically get inspiration from the Vyasaraj, is the way in which he built all over the Madhwa Siddhanta. Madhwa Siddhanta, even though if you look at the Madhwa Siddhanta, he he made it sure that he go he makes sure that the whatever the Siddhanta is not going to affect the other people also. If you look at the Vijayanagara Samrajya, that was the period of Madhva and Shaiva also. You can see the all temples were built on Shiva, as well as uh, Krishna. If you look at the go to the Hampi, you can find the Hampi Virupaksheshwara as well as Ranga Vittala. So Vittala temple. So this, and also he makes sure that Yajnodharaka Hanuman temple. So he knows how to uh, make people to go along with their beliefs. So wherever we find differences between the other Hindus, we should know where to reconcile ourselves and make sure that we should not leave them also and take them along with us and make them as a part of our life. So to conclude that, Vyasaraj is the best person to uh, what you call it as in to follow in the era of 22nd century, where we find lot of impact from the Islam and Christianity. So that is, whenever we find any issues, it is better to lie upon the Vyasaraj, his life and the way he built the things will get the solution for it. So this is all about my take on the Vyasaraj for today.
Yeah, thanks, Chidambar, for your
And
interesting.
if anybody has any questions or anything, just it will be good for me to explain it in better way. This may not be the way it is work, but I just wanted to make sure that the message of Vyasaraj has to reach to everyone, especially youths, so that we get the solution for the whatever the current scenario we are facing it.
Yeah, thanks, Chidambar. Definitely the questions we can take it on the WhatsApp group also. The mainly relate, how the how Vyasaraja's works can be used for today's the issues or whatever the whole society or the Hindu society is facing. For that, it's a wonderful inputs from your side. Thanks for that.
Just to
Yes.
another add point which I forgot to add. If I want to see a person who followed Vyasarajru in our time was late Sri Pejar Swamiji. The earlier Swamiji was the one person who followed most of the things of Vyasarajru and followed his things. He built most of the not a temples, but he built most of the hostels and schools around the north and also south India, so that the people can be grouped together and start working together.
Thanks, Chidambar. Now we'll go to the ending player. Yes, Shrish, you can start.
Hari Sarvottama Vayu Jivottama.
Hari Sarvottama
Vayu Jivottama.
श्रीमन्मध्वमते हरिपरतरः सत्यं जगत्तत्त्वतो
श्रीमन्मध्वमते हरिहरतरः सत्यं जगत्तत्त्वतो
जीवगणा हरेरनुचरा नीचोच्च भावं गता
भिन्ना जीवगणा हरेरनुताश्च भावं गता
मुक्तिर्नैज सुखानुभूतिरमला भक्तिश्च तत्साधनम्
मुक्तेर्नैज सुखानुभूतिरमला भक्तिश्च तत्साधनम्
साक्षादित्यतयं प्रमाण अखिला आम्नायैकवेद्यो हरिः
साक्षादित्ययं प्रमाणाखिला नायैकवेद्यो हरिः
हरि सर्वोत्तम वायु जीवोत्तम
Yeah, today's health tip for the whole society is that as a Hindu we should participate at least once in 15 days to the Gurukulas and Goshalas, and we should participate in the activities of daily activities of those Goshalas, and we, if possible, whatever possible inputs or contribution we can give it to the Gurukula. That's either Laukika Vidya or Shastri Vidya. We can we should participate in Gurukula and we should contribute to them. That's one thing. And daily, if possibly, a sentence or one of two sentences we should learn. The Sanskrit sentences we should learn. That's also it will be helpful for the whole Hindu society for the future. And it's it will be good for doing the sadhana. That's a health tip. And slogan of the Shakha today is Vishnu Preranaya Vishnu. Please stand with me. Vishnu Preranaya Vishnu.
Vishnu Prerana Vishnu Pratyartham.
Tomorrow at